Dear Boomers, verse 36 of the Tao Te Ching, which is the wisdom of obscurity. This is a very interesting and meditative verse, as are they all. But should you want to contain something, you must deliberately let it expand. Should you want to weaken something, you must deliberately let it grow strong. Should you want to eliminate something, you must deliberately allow it to flourish. Should you want to take something away, you must deliberately grant it access. Wow. The duality and the amazing, though everything has relationships with each other. And it's all a paradox. The Tao reminds us that the deepest wisdom often lives in paradox. When we try to force something into submission, it resists. When we grasp too tightly, we lose what we hold. When we loosen our grip and allow space and trust the natural unfolding, things begin to balance themselves. In our world, we are taught that control is power. But the Tao whispers true power lies in allowing. Allowing life to unfold without resistance is not weakness. It is the highest form of strength. I guess that's another paradox. The wisdom of obscurity. The gentle outlasts the strong. The obscure outlasts the obvious. In a culture obsessed with visibility, with being seen, with being validated and praised, this verse invites us to disappear into our nature, our true nature. The gentle spirit, like water, shapes mountains over time. The quiet heart, though unseen, holds the power to transform entire lives. The wisdom of obscurity is not about hiding. It's about being so aligned with the Tao that you no longer need recognition to know your own worth. In obscurity, we find clarity. In humility, we find grace. Section 3 of this is strength and stillness and quiet. Fish cannot leave deep waters, and a country's weapons should not be displayed. The fish that leaves deep water perishes. It has abandoned its source. Likewise, when we live only on the surface of things, reacting and showing off our strength, defending our positions, and we lose connection to the depths of our being. Weapons displayed are an invitation to conflict. But hidden strength, quiet, patient, and disciplined, is peace itself. We are asked to go deep, to return to the still waters of our soul, to live from the unseen current that nourishes all life. Living, how do we live this? And how do we live the 36th verse of the Tao? How do we live this from our own inner selves? When faced with anger, respond with patience. When tempted to prove yourself, choose silence. When pressured to act, pause and breathe. In doing less, we become more. In yielding, we transcend. The Tao is not about domination, but cooperation, and not about display, but about depth, the depth of our being, living in the present moment, living in the now, in the Tao, living in the Tao. The 36th verse invites us to step back and allow life to unfold without resistance, So remember that gentleness, humility, and quiet strength are not signs of weakness, but the surest expression of wisdom. The gentle outlasts the strong, the obscure outlasts the obvious. Let us return to the deep waters of our soul, where peace is not something we chase, but something we are. Please subscribe to the channel, and there will be in the description below a link to the Dear Boomers community. Thank you.